So you want to look good naked. Why? Maybe you're into streaking or weird parties, or you want an uncountable number of children, like me. Whatever your motivations, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to provide you with the best method possible, the minimalist approach to looking good naked, to subtracting fat and adding muscle. In this video, I am going to introduce you to MRT. What does that stand for? Could it be meatball, renaissance, time? No, it's not that, but stay tuned and I will reveal what MRT stands for right now. It's metabolic resistance training, but you still probably have no idea what the heck that is. Well, you're in luck, my friends, because I am about to give you the ultimate secret weapon for the minimalist for hacking off body fat and putting lean muscle in its place. Let's get started. So MRT is essentially an exercise strategy that combines the best of traditional weightlifting with the best of high-intensity cardio. If you're looking to get the biggest bang for your metabolic buck, if you're trying to be super time efficient and economical with your approach to exercise, then you need to be training MRT. There are really 4 essential components to MRT. I'm going to explain these right now. Then I'm going to tell you why I think MRT is really the best approach for most people to take, most busy people, when it comes to how you should work out on a regular basis, how it gives you the best of the benefits you'll receive from traditional weightlifting and traditional cardio in really a fraction of the time. And then I'm going to give you some examples of MRT workouts that you can start doing right away. So MRT, there are really 4 elements to a good, effective MRT training session. You need to focus on compound movements. This is point number 1. Multi-joint movements that work, the big muscle groups, if you will. We're talking pushing, pulling, hinging, squatting. So focus on compound movements is the first element. High intensity is the second element. Now there's really 4 ways that you can increase the intensity of an MRT training session. You can lift heavier loads, you can lift the same load faster, you can do more reps, or you can rest less. For some reason, I can't put my 4th finger up without the 5th one. Really weird. We all have gaps, right? So there should be 4. Looks like 5. It should be 4 elements. High intensity, and there's 4 ways you can get it. More weight, more reps, faster, less rest. There it is again, son of a gun. Anyways, when it comes to MRT, we'll get this right. Okay, the next part of MRT is no matter what, you want minimal rest. So this is all about getting to work as quickly as you can with preferably no rest between exercises and as little rest as you need between rounds. This is about keeping rest periods as short as possible to keep the stress demands as high as possible so we create the greatest calorie burn. And finally, the last element of MRT is you are going to be performing the exercises circuit style. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to perform circuits per se, but the idea is you're going to string many different exercises together and perform them back to back with, again, little to no rest in between. So those are the 4 elements of an effective MRT training session. What are the benefits of training this way? Let me tell you right now, pay close attention. Number 1 is you get the best of both worlds in terms of traditional strength and muscle training and traditional cardio. The cool thing about MRT is you get both an anaerobic and aerobic benefit. So aerobic means with oxygen. The idea here is if you can talk while you're exercising, you're in this sort of aerobic zone. There's a lot of benefits to aerobic training, but there's also a lot of benefits to anaerobic training. The shorter, more intense stuff where you can't really talk while you're doing it. The cool thing about MRT is you climb through the aerobic zone to get to the anaerobic, and then you have to come back down in between rounds. So you're really getting both anaerobic and aerobic training benefits from MRT. You're going to build and preserve lean muscle mass as you are losing fat. One of the most important things you can do for body recomposition to ensure that you're really mostly losing fat and not muscle is to apply significant resistance against your muscles, and MRT is going to help you do that. It's also going to help you burn just a lot more calories, both during the session and after the session. Because you're getting both strength and cardiovascular demands, you're just going to burn a mountain of calories while you're performing MRT workouts, but it also creates a large oxygen debt. So MRT is known to create that wonderful afterburn effect, EPOC, exercise post-oxygen consumption, where you continue to burn more calories even when you're finished your workout. Ooh, isn't that something? All right, so now let's talk about how often should you train MRT and how long should the sessions be. Well, I'll give you the answer. If you're sort of a beginner at this, I recommend 2 to 3 times per week. I could put 3 fingers up, that still works. If you are a little bit more advanced, if you have some weightlifting experience, you're already decently conditioned, then I recommend 3 to 4 times per week. The sessions themselves do not have to be long, and it's better, in fact, if they are not. We're minimalists, remember. So the idea here is you should train somewhere between 20 to 30 minutes for your primary workout. And then figure you might want to add a 5 to 10 minute warm up and cool down. So really with MRT training, you should be in and out within 40 minutes or less, 3 to 4 times a week, and you're just really going to have everything you could want from a generalist fitness perspective. You're going to be leaner, stronger, harder to kill. Isn't that awesome? So now let's talk about actually putting together an MRT workout. The idea here, again, is you're going to take a series of compound lifts You're going to smush them together, and you're going to run through all the exercises with little to no rest in between. Here's the great news. My YouTube channel here, the glorious home of Pat Flynn with his glorious hair, is filled with prime examples of metabolic resistance training workouts. My favorite tool for MRT is the kettlebell, and my favorite way to apply MRT is through the kettlebell complex. So a complex is a little bit different than a circuit. With a circuit, you usually have different pieces of equipment set up in different locations. You might move from a barbell exercise to a dumbbell exercise to a bodyweight exercise. Circuit training is a very effective form of MRT, but it's not the most minimalist form of MRT. If we want to be minimalist, we want to condense things down even more to a single piece of equipment, and that is where the kettlebell comes in, because the kettlebell allows you to seamlessly flow through different exercises and perform them back to back with little to no rest, which is what we need for MRT, but without any other equipment. Just a kettlebell and the body weight is the only thing you need, and with the kettlebell you can do both grinding exercises, presses, squats, but also explosive exercises like swings and snatches, so you can hit those different intensity elements. You can lift more weight, you can lift the same weight faster, so the kettlebell really is, I believe, the killer app for metabolic resistance training. So I'm going to link a whole bunch of MRT workouts down below. I also have a free guide. It's 101 kettlebell complexes. It's totally free. You can download it. I'll link that below. So you could just take that guide and you could just plug it into a weekly framework where you're just grabbing those complexes really out of a hat and performing them 3 to 4 times a week. And you're just going to get awesome results. Again, the nutrition side matters, but as always, we have you covered. Check out my video on how to attain a Fight Club physique if you want more information on that.
All right, so you stuck around. I got something special for you. This one's just for the special girls. For the special girls. We're gonna do one of my favorite MRT kettlebell complexes. Follow along, pay close attention, and make sure you do this workout yourself. We're going with 8 double swings to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 double clean and press. You're gonna press it up. Clean between every rep. 2, 3. Stay nice and tight as you press overhead. 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. As you can tell, already winded. 8 front squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 push-ups. Gonna mop this deck with my hair. You can do them on the bells for extended range of motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! There you have it, my friends. Your goal, perform as many rounds of that as you can in 20 minutes. Hit subscribe, comment below. See you next time. Strong on.